Well, hi.
Hi.
I'm so excited for this conversation. For those of you that don't know us, my name is Charity Majors, and I am, besides being a recovering plant killer, I'm a speaker, author, founder, all the fun things. And I'm here with my girl, one of my really good friends. Melanie, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, thank you. I'm Melanie Herschorn. I am an author, publisher, speaker, definite plant killer, even cacti.
Oh, I think I might have killed one of those before.
But I made this really cool thing at an event once. It was
Hmm.
sand, different colors, and then we had to put a live cactus in there. And the guy said, all you need to do is water it 1 day a month, and you just inject it just a little bit. Yeah, I forgot. So pulled out the dead cactus, put in a fake one, and now
See, so hey, it all worked out. It all worked out in the end. Okay. Well, hi. I'm sure you're wondering why we are going to be having this conversation. And we are actually just finishing up the time that we're recording this, an incredible retreat. We collaborated with a speaker author accelerator. And one of the really fun conversations that we started having in the car going to dinner was about, gosh, what does it look like when you actually begin to show up in a much bigger way with these hopes, these dreams, with a microphone in your hand or with published author, best-selling author behind your name, right? Because what we're doing is, so Melanie's the book expert and she's taking people through writing and publishing and book marketing. Why don't you share a little bit about that?
sure. So taking your story out of your mind, getting it on paper, showing you how to really get a story arc and make it interesting and enrolling people in your mission, publishing your book. And we're doing a collaborative book. So it's going to be a bunch of incredible stories put together. And then we are going to do a bestseller campaign on Amazon. And we are going to market the book to the media, to our audiences. And it's just going to help people grow and build the reputations, the credibility, and become real bona fide experts in their given industry.
Love it. Love it. So it's so good. So Melanie's the book expert. I've been taking our girls through the speaker training, and to see them grow throughout this experience has been so much fun. But one of the conversations that we were having, which is why before Melanie heads to the airport, that we had to do this show, was the conversation around, oh, I actually told my family that I was going to be a published author and I'm taking the speaker training and I'm going to be speaking on stage. And one of our girls, she was like, and my family just sat there and didn't really say anything. And I was really surprised at that. So I don't know. What's been your experience in speaking and being an author? And what does that look like with the big dreams that are on your heart? Have you always had support? What's been your journey?
No, no. So much of that support has to come from within you.
Yeah.
And you have to sometimes muster extra because you just want your mom to say, good job, honey. And you're not always going to get that.
Mm-hmm.
Because my first book was about book marketing. My mom knew that I was actually, both my parents, they knew that I was writing it. They knew that I published it. And I said, well, did you read the book? And my mom says, well, I'm not writing a book, so I don't need to know about book marketing. Why would I read it? And I said, because I'm your daughter. And then she went, oh, ding. And maybe I should read the book. But it's not intuitive that the people in your life are going to support you the way you want. Before I did this, many moons ago, I designed and manufactured breastfeeding clothing. And I thought that all the women that I knew who were having babies and breastfeeding their kids were going to buy my clothes. And I can name on, 3 friends who ever made a purchase. And even, again, back to my parents, my mother would go to baby showers and say, oh my gosh, why don't you give a gift card to my store? And she'd say, well, and give me a whole excuse as to why she didn't. So do I hold it against her? Yes. No, I don't. Maybe. But you kind of have to realize that a lot of times people just don't understand.
Yeah.
And it's not in their mental capacity to ever.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that concept. And even that you brought that up, because it would almost be like, I kind of equate it to if I were to expect my 8-year-old son to be able to drive a car, right? He just isn't there. Will he get there eventually? Of course, in this example, yes, he will. But we also, what I have learned is we actually have to let the expectations and let the other people off the hook for supporting us or becoming our biggest fans or whatever it is. I know for me, I have this interesting dynamic of some people in my family super supportive, and then other people could give a rat's.
Patootie.
Right? And so it's been this interesting thing of I've had to learn to not try and make my family my fans.
Yeah.
To not try and enroll them in all the things, and to give your mom credit, like she's not writing a book, so she wouldn't be your ideal client.
Exactly.
And both are true, right?
Right. At the same time.
Totally.
So if you're a parent watching this, read your child's book.
Yes, read your kid's book. But I just love this conversation because I think it's one that it's so real that when we step out in a much bigger way, when we all of a sudden are saying, gosh, I'm going to do this big thing, write a book, speak on stage, have a podcast, go after my big dreams, my hopes, my dreams, my big ideas, get my story out there, that it's exposing, it's vulnerable, and sometimes people aren't going to understand or support.
Because sometimes people get triggered.
Yeah.
Sometimes you stepping out and really stepping into who you are meant to be triggers other people because they think, why does she think she's so great?
Mm-hmm.
Why should she do that?
Yeah.
Because maybe they don't even realize that that's what they desire too. They haven't even acknowledged that yet.
Yeah. No, that's so good. And I even loved what we were saying in the car yesterday about that sometimes people can still be happy for you without having to embody or take on whatever it is that you're doing, right? So your mom, for example, to where it's like, oh, well, I'm not writing a book, so that doesn't apply to me. I don't need to do that. But it's like, oh, okay. And I love this saying of, I love that for you. Like I can see you are so excited about that it lights you up. I am so here to support you, to love you, to cheer you on. Like I will be your biggest fan and share your book with my friends and whatever it is, that's how my mom is. Like, she's amazing. Like she doesn't know
amazing.
She doesn't know anything about funnels and podcasts and all the things, but she's just like, I love that for you. Like I'll bring snacks. Like she's a really good team mom. Like when I played sports in high school, she was the team mom and brought snacks for all the friends. And so it was really great. But she has done such a good job at saying, I love that for you. Mm-hmm. And I do the same with her, to where there's things that she's involved in that I have no interest in being involved in, but I love that it lights her up. And I love that she's so plugged in and so excited about it that I can still be happy for her and support her in that space as she pursues that without needing to embody it or do it with her or be the exact same person as her or whatever it is. And I think that not enough people know that phrase. I love that for you. So now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Use it.
Yeah. I love that for you.
I love that for you.
I love that for you.
Hey, just a quick little invitation here for you to give one of my new favorite products a try. It's called Glossy. And if you know anything about me, that you know that I love to share things that I love. I love to talk about the things that I love that I'm using, whether it's new products, new services, fun books that I'm sharing about. So I'm always on the hunt for new products that help with high performance, that help me not only as a business owner, as a founder, as a speaker, as a podcaster, and even as a mom feel better, but it's got to be able to fit into my daily routine. And I have found one that is like my new obsession. It's called Glossy. It's a skin and a gut daily ritual supplement. It's a skin routine that you can drink. Not only does it taste amazing, like a light, refreshing lemon spa water that I could drink all day, seriously, but it's making me feel so recharged and like I'm feeding my body and skin everything it needs to keep up with me and my goals. It has a clinically studied probiotic in it that survives the trip to your gut so that you know that it's working, along with hyaluronic acid, which is incredible for glowy, hydrated look to your skin. And on top of that, it's loaded with skin-loving ingredients like zinc, magnesium, vitamin C, coconut water powder, minerals, electrolytes, and antioxidants. It's how I love to actually start my day as well as end my day, because when I wake up in the morning, I actually get the feeling that I feel less bloated, which, hello, is amazing. So for real, this is a game changer, especially if you travel, if you're busy, and if you have to have something that help you support your body while you are going after your big ideas. So if you want glowing skin and a happy gut, go grab your subscription because it's the best results take 30 to 60 days. You can go to getglossy.com. That's GETGLOCI.com and use my coupon code CharityMajors for an awesome discount. Now, understand that this product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. But again, that's all the official legal stuff, right? Go to getglossy.com and grab your skin and gut supplement because great skin starts from within. That's at getglossy, GETGLOCI.com, and use my coupon code CharityMajors. Grab your subscription today. You are going to love it. I have no doubt. Go to getglossy.com and use the coupon code CharityMajors. Now back to the show.
So good. Well, any advice that maybe as we wrap this quick episode up, any advice for someone who's like, oh yeah, I'm actually stepping out in a much bigger way. I'm feeling really exposed, really vulnerable. My family isn't supporting me. They're not understanding. I'm trying to convince them of this thing. I am feeling really defeated. What advice or tips would you give them if they're in that space?
If you are, you believe in a higher power, use that. And I know you can speak to that in a bigger way. And also just know who you are.
Yeah.
Because if you have this drive, this mission, this desire that you cannot shake, know that you have it for a reason. And all those naysayers, they'll also be the ones going, I knew her when.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I know another big thing that really helps with that is who you surround yourself with, right? When I growing up in high school, I felt like I didn't fit in a whole lot. And I was friends with a lot of different friend groups. But I was always like too sporty for the popular girls because I played sports, but I like to have a ribbon in my hair. So I was too sporty for I was too sporty for the popular girls, but I was too pretty for the sporty girls. And I just kind of felt like I fit in a lot of different places, or I didn't fit it quite in with a lot of different places. And what I learned was okay, where can I find the rooms, the people where how I am, the dreams that I have, the goals that I'm working on is actually par for the course, right? To where it's like what I'm dreaming about or what I'm doing or what I'm moving towards, the other people around me are doing the same thing. So now it's not weird for me to have these big dreams. Now it's not weird for me to be a speaker. Now it's not weird for me to be an author. It's par for the course for the people that I'm around. And so it's actually get in the rooms of the people who are doing the same things that you want to be doing, who their daily life or the majority of their life, the things that they're doing are what it is that you aspire to do. Because their every day will make your not normal seem normal.
Yes. And to add to that, there's a concept about who's in your front row.
Yes.
Who do you spend the most time with? If you're spending time with friends, in quotation marks, who are knocking you down a peg constantly, who have no big aspirations, who are happy doing, I don't know, laundry as a pastime, maybe that's not the people that you should be spending the most time with. And it doesn't mean you have to extricate them from your life entirely. Like, I can't, sever ties with all my in-laws forever, but you don't have to give of your time as much to the people who are not going to be there to build you up.
No, I love that. And there's even like, I love this concept of being like a diamond, like with multiple facets to where, okay, I can be around my mom friends and we can talk about the poopy diapers and the babies and the laundry and all the things, but I don't necessarily expand on the part of my life about speaking or author or social media marketing or all the funnel things that I love to geek out on and all of that stuff. And it's not that I'm holding back or hiding parts of me. Just as if you think about a diamond has different facets that get to be reflected and shine at different angles. And so it's like, okay, when I'm with these people, this is the part of the facet of me that gets to shine. When I'm with these people, this is the facet of me that gets to shine. When I'm with these people, this is the facet of me that gets to shine. It's all me. It's all facets of who I am, of who I be, of what I love, of the people that I love, but it's not disconnected. It's not disjointed. It's not causing division. It just has different facets. And so when we can actually understand, oh, okay, these people, I get to fully show up in this facet. There's so much freedom in that. There's so much permission in that. And then going back to even what we talked about, it actually lets those other people off the hook from the validation or the support that we might seek in a facet that part of you isn't fully expressed.
It's like when I was dating 20 years ago, and I would go on a date with a different guy on a different day of the week. And I would get one thing from one guy, maybe it would just intellectual conversation. And then another guy would be like fun. And then another guy would be, geek out on movies or whatever it was. But it wasn't all from the same guy. Because you can't always expect one person to give you everything.
Totally. I don't think any one person can give us anything.
No.
So if we're expecting someone, we gotta adjust expectations. Real talk.
Quite.
Well, I love this conversation and it's so good. And I think so many people need to know more about it. So, where can people find you, follow you, get a hold of you? We actually have a couple spots for our collaborative book that we're doing.
Yes. If you have a story that needs to be told, you feel it in you, we would love to talk to you.
Yes.
And help get that story down on paper and into a published book so you can become a published author.
Yeah. And I love the concept of being published. Okay, first of all, because I know for me, I know our story is similar to this, to where we started with a collaborative book and then it was almost like this gateway drug into publishing multiple books and all
writing
the
a book in a week.
Totally, you guys, I just wrote a book and published it in a week. And it was like one of the top books in multiple categories. And I have a full licensed program off of it and all this fun stuff. It was a strategic publishing move. And so that's also something else that's really important to understand. But when you actually publish a book, to become an expert in your industry, at least for my journey, I actually spent a lot of time trying to do the 6-figure launch and trying to do the right thing in the funnel and optimize the whatever Facebook ads and trying to create the 27th freebie that I had and the bazillionth offer that I was trying to tweak to like hopefully be an expert one day. And you guys, those were like I was trying to major in the minors. I was majoring in the minors. And when I actually realized that being published and speaking and getting news features, that those things were what actually helped me move from the middle of the pack in a noisy industry to taking the lead. It didn't matter what I launched, what program I had, whatever, how I was trying to grow my audience or my email list or whatever it was. When I started speaking and writing books and getting news features in the press, that changed everything, which is why we are not doing like a funnel training. We are doing speaker, author, Thanks.
Yeah. And if you want to find us or you want to find me, my company is called Big Impact Books, and it's yourbigimpactbook.com.
So good. Yes. And I'm at charitymajors.com. And if you want to learn more about our publishing, speaking things we have going on, send us a message on Instagram. I'm at Charity Majors, or my company is called Business Bubbly.
And I'm at Big Impact Books.
Love it. Well, thanks for chatting. I always love our chats. They're so fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, I just adore you.
I adore you. So good. You guys get friends that you can have fun with, have good conversations with, collaborate with, cry with, laugh with, all the things. It's the best. All right. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much for listening to the show. I hope it brought some value and some fun into your business and life. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast, and even share the episode with a fellow business bestie who you know will love it. It helps us continue to attract top-level guests and reach more and more women who are on their journey in business just like you. Remember that when money gets in the hands of good women, great things happen. Cheers to your success.